Okay, so I'm gonna see how easy Golem is just by beating him in with pretty hard mode gear. Where I'm using my modded account for this. I already got a max health that you can get in pre-hard mode. And off camera. And range. However, this became infinitely easier once I pick up a couple time saving tricks. I think it's going to be the most damaging thing. And deal the most damage. Like in this room with the cloud dot, the trick is to just place the dot down and try and jump through the rubble as opposed to spamming one of the individual pieces. Or here in the dark pit room, if you just go to the left instead of the right, there's actually a pathway that is not only shorter but doesn't require a jump. Or in the alarm clock room, you don't actually need to stack these super high. Your jump is a lot further than especially if you know what's going wrong with this room. Looking down the spot after jumping can be even more. I feel up on these stages though, I'm just shy of 30 minutes, so I watched through a couple speedruns to learn some tricks, and these, while difficult to pull off, were just the boost I needed to hit my goal target. One of the biggest tricks I learned was resizing an item while you're standing on it. If you're standing on an object but you want it to be bigger, you can jump, quickly pick up the item, and then let go of it at the peak of the jump, and it will grow in size. This is important when you need to reach the ledge, but the block you have needs to be too big for you to reach when you jump, and also needs to reach the ledge. This is notably significant in this section in chapter 2, as it prevents the need to grab the second block wall, skipping an entire room. Practice this for a good like 45 minutes, as if you pick it clear, it's going to take you like a full like 30 seconds to do. In this room with the green thing, you can also just put the block right on the scaffolding and reach the ledge with a long jump instead of walking all the way around. Here in this room with the back office, you usually need to go and grab the die from way back there, but if you actually just jump over the velvet rope here and do a long jump, you can make it to the ledge. Also, if you place the bouncy house inside the vent first, it makes it way easier to place onto the door ledge. Besides that, it's just good executions and memorization of puzzles, and I'm finally able to get the achievement. This only took me about 4 hours of grinding, honestly, which I was surprised by. I ended off with a time of 29:13, which is by no means record-breaking, but you know, I'm still proud of it. And with that, I got in every single Steam achievement and 100%ed Super Rhythm. Now all that was left was to sit back and relax, and I know just the place to do it. Yes, Jungle Bistro actually does open. It's just closed for your first playthrough. The developer said it was because first-time players were actually getting lost and spending all their time unearthing every single tile in Jungle's Bistro, but it was really just supposed to be a fun little Easter egg. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Let me know what games you'd like to see me 100% next, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye! I'm gonna definitely get all them to warding. Forgot what I was going for. Yeah. Bundle. Corbin. Bundle of horseshoe balloons. Pink horseshoe balloon. The green horseshoe balloon.
I spawned in and I immediately noticed I have a starter bag in my inventory. Upon opening it, I'm given this thing called an igniter in the crafting station. And although I started with the igniter, I never actually figured out how to use these things, which is too bad. And as I was trying to figure it out, I wanted some approach me, which is cool. Okay, now that I got those immediate things out of the way, I just wanted to say up front that this mod has actually become one of my favorites, and when I search for it in YouTube, next to nothing appears. In fact, the streams that I did are some of the first search results, and this mod deserves so much more attention as I believe it's at least on par with Starlight River. So I want to enlist your help in spreading and, I guess, awareness of this mod by either
Reforge this thing. 10% damage. Increased.
comparison, Starlight River
Oh
has
my.
300,000 subscribers, while this one has a meager 10,000. And again, it's so guess I'll have to convince you of that, so let's get into it. A very short distance to the right, and there is a treasure room in the ground below me. There's a cave that should give me easy access to it, but on my way there, this new background and twinkling effect pops up, and these beetle-looking enemies are spawning on the surface. I have to assume that there's a biome just out of sight and on the other side of this cave, but I got to get to the
Warding.
first. Upon looting it, I'm gifted two
Damage.
melee and mage one. And that's just
More damage.
convenience, and sometimes getting
Increased damage is not going to do an insane amount. Let's hit 74. That added 1.
After dying, I headed back in that direction, and the beetles came to strike me down again, but I managed to take them out just to get attacked.
Give me warding on this thing.
Thankfully, with the weapon I have, I was able to feather it and he wasn't slime, but not like all the lovely real threats. And when he died, I was given a slime
There
crown,
we
which is
go.
also very convenient.
This one too.
I tried killing more beetles, but I'm still no match for them. So I build a basic structure and decide to head left where I'm greeted by the corruption. This sword is able to deal with the corruptors without breaking a sweat. But on my journey across the purple wastelands, I notice a glowing enemy below me. Mesmerized by the floating light, I head down there and am predictably attacked. Thankfully, these things aren't nearly as tough as the beetles. On the other side are some
It adds 2 damage for 4% extra damage. Yeah, I think I'm gonna benefit from defense more.
What's perhaps more interesting is this exclamation point coming out of the ground. This is a harvesting mechanic the game adds. Basically, you'll find these exclamation points randomly around the world, and if you swing something at it, then a bunch of loot will pop out of the ground. It's never anything
I
particularly
accidentally skipped to right there. We go. And then I have 39 defense.
without removing it entirely in case you still want to, still actually feel the cool and not the frost rush. As I head into the tundra, I'm attacked by more of the frostier things, and there's at least 2 different colors, but I'm pretty sure they're not different from each other other than the color. I also found out the spirits have different names despite not having much of a noticeable health or damage difference. The names are
Platform.
kind of funny because they're called winter souls,
Oh yeah, that's
and
what
the
it is.
variants include Winter Soul 2 and Winter Soul 3. And I'm not making that up. That's what they're actually called. I make it to the dungeon and use a return potion to drop off
Wood
supplies before
platforms.
continuing the journey. One thing about this mod is that there's so much content, my inventory kept filling up in no time at all. But it also made it super easy to get these potions.
A good Golem arena. That's good to know.
Without finding anything interesting. So I returned home where I realized a treasure room has just been chilling right beneath my base this whole time, so I mine on over to it for my free loot. One thing I should mention is that these treasure rooms are surrounded by unmineable blocks. Perhaps something can break them, but even the hard mode pickaxes didn't break this stuff. So you can still get inside easily enough, either by looting it from below or using the door built into these rooms. Inside the chest is a bow and a magic weapon I've already gotten my hands on. Oh, I should also mention that many of these chests have mana stars and heart crystals in them, and many of them also have life force potions. But now that I've explored the left side of the world, I really want to see what's on the right side. So I go on to the other side of
I
the
just
hill
need some
and
blocks.
beautiful
Yeah.
structure, but the beetles
Some
prevent me from
dirt.
perhaps I need to go here before exploring more. So I head
Golem
underground, so
to
one of the treasure rooms must have had trouble generating correctly. But the loot is fine, and that's what really matters. And this one is a summon that I actually used all the way through the hard mode and into hard mode. If I wanted to do a summon build, I probably could have taken this thing all the way through the max. But I'm not doing a summon build, so they'll just be a very good source of passive damage. A little further down, and there was a large building with an orange ore I can mine and a lost treasure chest. I've mentioned this in a different video, I think, but I don't like it when there are early game chests that are locked because oftentimes the loot in them isn't particularly good, and by the time you actually get a key, the contents of the chests are useless. But I actually already had a key, and as I played, I found myself with a massive surplus of these things. Just about all the modded enemies seem to drop them regularly, so I think they handled it well here. The chest also gave me a bow, which is super cool, and shoots a bright light through walls, which, if for no reason, is great utility for exploring. A little further down, and the structures are just getting bigger. It's so cool looking. I was excited to see what would be in the treasure chest, but when I approached it, I just picked picked up the chest as if I had already been mine. Guys? Somebody else in the world? Perhaps not, but a tribal priest did give me a visit, and this thing is hectic. It floats all over the place, and I was so happy to have a bow that could shoot through walls and kill it from the spawn. These things actually spawn all the time with their large health pool, so this time it became a little annoying. When it died, it
These banners are just help take down the mobs.
just above me is a vein of ore I haven't seen yet, and thankfully I was able to mine this stuff, and it's called trial ore. I continue exploring the structure because it keeps going like some sort of dungeon, but then I got distracted by another modded structure, and then my first vanilla treasure chest, which gave me Hermes boots. After finding so many modded chests, it almost felt weird getting a vanilla one. At the bottom of this structure is a shiny altar-looking thing that I ignored because I saw a glowing mushroom biome.
Yep.
One of those visuals that I saw spawned and she shot me. Forgetting the shrine I had found entirely, I tried to get past the temple on the
One
right
in
2 more times.
these
But
guys.
more than a few seasons before being swarmed and killed by a bunch of demons. Maybe I need better armor or something. I made a dirt pickaxe from, I think, condensed dirt that this mod adds, and this pickaxe has very little mining power, but it's pretty fast, making elevator mining much more convenient. So I also have a mod that doubles my mining speed, so
the wall.
results may vary. I found several more chests that
Here's
have
the
more
wall.
was bringing me close to full health, and man, I have no time at all. I got back to the shrine, but nothing happened when I tried to interact with it, so half fell out the way. There was a treasure chest nearby, but it wouldn't open, and this dialogue appeared. Apparently, I can't open these chests, even if I have a key, unless it's nice. What kind of harebrained decision was this? Why hide these treasure chest items behind?
Just waiting for it to set target.
I was killed by my own hubris, and when I spawned back at home, the Hints army, one of the two, was invading. I don't really know what to say about these guys other than the fact that I think they look really cool, and they actually are easier than the Golem army in my opinion. I love the feeling of these medieval knights invading too. It's really cool. They're not the most powerful, but this event is meant to be free to climb, and at the end of the event, these effects go
Oops.
Again, free King Slime event. So he's not
Mod.
powerful, but he is definitely a
Modded.
where he is in progression. Killing him ends the event. He dropped a treasure bag like the boss that he is, and I got this die that I can roll for some more rewards. Wow, you have no maidens and no. I was not expecting that. A new NPC spawned as soon as the event was over, and this one has a dialogue option called "Marry Me." So obviously, I started spamming that, and the NPC gave me these cheeky responses, but never said yes, which is totally unacceptable. She does sell some helpful stuff, though, including some accessories I'm really going to need in the future. This NPC is actually rather important. I just didn't know that yet because I got distracted by other things and didn't really check to see what the accessories all did. With one boss under my belt and a good bow, I figured it was time to brave the temple once again. And this time, I got more than 2 inches into the biome without dying. It would seem this place spawned on top of the desert, but I don't know if it's tied to the desert or just the general spot in the world. Deeper into the temple is a little bit of a maze, and it's honestly hard at times to know where you're going because some of the walls look quite similar to the block, so you don't know you can walk through a spot until you actually run into it and verify its wall or block. Down below is a bunch of treasure, and beyond a granite biome is a cool-looking green biome. A filthy peasant, and one of my wall-piercing arrows actually traveled far enough to hit a larva in a hive somehow, and the queen bee killed me. But now I know there's another modded biome, so I dig into it, and it seems just a regular cave that kind of looks different or cool, or at least that's what I thought, until I came across yet another temple. Only problem is that I can't get inside. There's a wall blocking my path and says I need a key, so I suppose I'll need to return to this another time. I figure I'm strong enough to
Bro,
boss or two at this point.
I've already dealt 10,000 damage to Golem, and I'm using free hard mode gear. Whoa. Dodge, 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 dodge.
Now that I have one, though, I head up the temple on the right side and going down into it. It struck me that something special might be up there, and on the way I began to feel like the spawn rates were on the same level as blood moon. The gosh darn beetles are everywhere. Once I say the path through them, though, I interacted with a right up there without thinking about it, and found a boss while I was away on just to see how this goes. And you know it's going to go well when the boss is first attached to a black hole that homes in on you and sucks you in. I wasn't actually doing that bad, but then I ran into some jungle spikes because a lot of the structures that look like this have jungle spikes around them for some reason, and I didn't check to see if there were any before interacting with the shrine. Not sure I could really beat that boss. I made my way to the other side of the temple to where the surface is that cool green biome was. I jumped into this lake that was there and was murdered in seconds by some debuffs. Well, that's not very nice. Guess this means I'm going to have to bridge over the water, but obviously not over awful of pits. I ain't got time for that. There's several more of the same treasure chests near the surface here, and the biome looks cool and has some unique enemies, but not much else. I stumbled upon a sword shrine and got an enchanted sword, which is unironically rendered irrelevant by the modded weapons I've already found. There were no other modded biomes, or at least I thought so, until I came to the ocean, and there were these blocks floating in the sky. Well, I guess this place isn't exactly a biome, but it's sort of a floating temple with another shrine on top. Of course, I interacted with it without thinking, and a dialogue appears about dancing and the night. I thought at this point that I should actually check the boss checklist and see if I've been missing anything. Turns out there's another boss, King Slime, I haven't fought yet, and then one called Jack that's right after him. I forgot to mention it, but this mod is pretty much only 3 hard mode, but it's stuffed full of so much content. Boss checklist also seems to think I need this thing called a wandering essence to summon just about any of the modded bosses, and that information is wrong. It would seem this mod has not updated its info for boss checklist, or some auto-filling thing made a mistake. I wasn't sure where to find Jack though, so I went to the temple at the desert on a whim and stumbled upon the statue that looked a lot like the boss's sprite. And once I clicked on it, sure enough, Jack spawned. I thought I'd get blown out of the water though, because the beetles were in the way, but then Jack was just dead all of a sudden while I was doing nothing but fighting the beetles. Well, this is a lot weaker than I thought he would be, and it seems weird that the enemies that naturally spawn here are more of a threat than he is. I didn't expect anything good from him since I'm a little past his progression point, but he did drop a sword that's actually really good. With Jack down, I figured I should fight the Sunstalker, the other boss that is in the front. And this is something that's actually confused me about other modded desert bosses. They are constantly really early in progression, but the desert has always felt like a biome to me that is suited for maybe mid-hard mode. I don't know, maybe I'm just bad about dealing with the desert. It didn't take long for me to find one of the shrines under the desert, but this one requires a summon.
Just to show how big of a jerk Golem is.
He does some basic dashes, creates exploding light balls, which shoot some slow-moving projectiles at you, and he teleports around a bit. All things considered, this guy was much more difficult and interesting than Jack, and he has a sick death animation. At long last, it's time to get some armor, so I farmed in the biome and found the
If we can at least get him to second phase, I will be happy. Prepare strong up. How powerful you are against, and why you should not. The reason you should not be dying to Golem is literally because unless you're a noob, one fist down.
I get extra health, more summons, more mages summon damage. It's a bit absurd, and instead of there being 4 variants, there's only 2. One set is for mage and summon, while the other is for ranger and melee. So it's really a multi-classing army. For this, I treated the boss in the desert called the Forgotten Puppet Beatus, or whatever it was, the one that was above the temple, would be within my reach. This boss comes from any black hole that I saw before. It carries a light attack of some sort, but I never got hit by it, so I'm not sure what it is or what it does. After that, he did a large melee attack while launching several Betsy-looking fireballs in the air, and the attack just looked awesome. But then I realized that the light attack I just mentioned is actually some sort of axe that when it bounces around and makes that lighting effect. He also drops little fireballs on the ground that are hard to shoot. He doesn't use in any particular order as far as I can tell, but he did always lead with the black hole attack. Super cool boss, and he dropped this thing called the that says to take it to the depth of the virulence, and that something awaits me. I'll get to that another time, but for now I'm focused on the crafting recipes I've missed. I made this bow that looks really cool, although it's a little bit weak. I found a fire powder that's actually sold from an NPC, easy, and it's a good starting weapon, but I'm past that by now. Okay, guess I'm distracted from crafting again, and now I'm fighting the Eye of Lulu with a new bow. It's good, but the bow I've been using has some homing effect, and the magic circle in front of it actually does contact damage, so I found it just to be better. When I killed the eyes, there was a new material that had dropped, so it seems that I'm going back to crafting again. The first thing I found was a recipe that combines the enchanted sword I found earlier with the new material that the eye dropped, and it makes it really
Okay, so this is
that shoots projectiles that will
going to be the better armor set for the defense that it gives.
with home in on the enemy. I use the sword to activate these explosions here at world that I'm pretty sure just about any of the modern weapons I found would obliterate. After the worm was down, I found another recipe for a sword that was kind of cool. I crafted it without thinking about it, but was in for the shock of my life when I used it. This was not a sword. It was a clicker class weapon, because wherever I click, the sword will attack. No wall, no enemy, no nothing could get in between me and my target. And better yet, if I drag the mouse a little bit as I click, the sword will move along the mouse's path and deal damage the whole way down. This thing is a bit busted. You might be thinking, when the whole answer is yes, but it's also not entirely OP, since it has very little knockback and doesn't actually do that much damage, which has been and continues to be a thing. Weapons with totally busted functionality that have incredibly low damage, because that's the only thing keeping you from having endgame weapons in free hard mode. Now, I made some gravitation potions, as I haven't explored the skies yet, and I was curious if I'd find any model structures up there. I flew around for quite a while and only found a regular sky island, so I assumed there wasn't anything after searching the entire left side of the camp. But about halfway down the right side, I started coming across Mini Sky Island with the
So yeah,
what
the reason you should not even be dying to
These ones even have yo-yo potions, which is so nice of them to give you, assuming you're playing with them. Guys explored, I returned to the temple that was sealed, and the last boss stop,
I'm just casually doing some golem fighting with gear that you can get free hard mode. And I've so far found out that the like range armor set is practically useless. It didn't even add 1 damage. Yeah, I think I'd rather have more defense. Mm-hmm.
Not something that I can craft either, so I'm a bit concerned I won't be able to find this thing. Part of me is really annoyed it actually requires me to have an accessory to fight the boss, but we'll see why it does later in the video. I guess I'll go to the next boss in the temple, which is called the Singularity of the Moon. Apparently, it spawns somewhere in the underground tundra. On the way there, a heartbeat drops cloud skaters, which is basically feather falling potion as an accessory, and pretty nice. I realized on my way there that I couldn't actually summon the boss in the tundra because the key requires Hellstone, so that key also being summoned. So I make a quick jump to the underworld. As I make the Hellstone, I spawn a sword that I can craft, and it looks cool, and sure enough, it is cool. I kicked it over, just looks beautiful. This model is fascinating.
Just focus on dodging.
My entire build to make because of this, but it was the only good base weapon I've gotten at this point. It's not as effective as every class, but it does seem to have more melee weapons than any other. I know that the swords are just easier to craft because there's always more of them available than other weapons can be crafted. That's at least what I
Yep.
When I reached the tundra, I wasn't sure.
Golem's just like yeah, it's time to focus on the head.
After some mining, I see sparkles that are super pretty, but then I am suddenly afflicted with the frost burn debuff. I never found anything that made me immune to this debuff, so I basically had to take the damage. There are also enemies here that make surviving harder, but I'm going to
Became a dodge. Became a dodge.
That says to use it at the bottom of the abyssum under the ice, which is not very helpful. And I also assume that this sparking places the abyssum. It had me thinking thinking that perhaps I was supposed to use the key only to conjure, or perhaps there was something down there.
No.
After a brief consideration,
Oh my!
right back on up into the abysm, hoping that I would find something, and sure enough, the temple I thought would be maybe what's inside the abysm biome. And it looks just as cool as the other temples that found this spot, but it's also darker than all the others. So, sorry you can't see anything, this is just how it is. On the bright side, this temple has different kinds of chests than the others have, and I've been able to pick up some neat weapons. The first two didn't actually have weapons, but the first one that did shoots these cool stars. There were, of course, more. One-shot little sickles, one was a powder, which I think is supposed to be used with the igniter parts, but I never figured out
It
how
might
to
be
use it.
possible if I use life fruit
I found a new
to.
bow that's a slight upgrade from the one I got before, but it doesn't shoot through walls, so is it really an upgrade? I found my way into the boss arena and
What?
figured I'd just summon the singularity. The fight was awesome, but short-lived, because
What?
I touched the main body and it did 8,000 damage. Okay, don't touch it. Let's try that again. When it summons, there are
Now
three
you know
little
what
things
was
that stick
wrong.
around that you have to destroy these before you can deal damage to the boss's main body. Most all of its attacks are ranged. It is very much telegraphed and it shoots short-range projectiles, but it can also shoot some projectiles
Yeah,
faster and
that's
not
the.
stop at all. At some points,
This
the
is
target
why you
will
should not
fall,
be dying to
shooting
Golem.
projectiles in
I
face
mean, I'm
formation.
doing
It's another
pretty
time it
well
shoots while
for only using
telegraphed,
pre-hard mode weapon against a mid to late hard mode boss.
also has a new Lord Laser of sorts. He only uses it from the shrine position, and it only ever shoots on the top half of the arena.
It is kind of insane, to be honest.
But it's not nearly that simple, so instead of a bunch of water
Would you be using pre-hard mode gear against any hard mode boss? If you said no, yeah, you're normal. Oh my. I don't care about that.
It has to be experience. When he died, he didn't drop a carpet bag, weirdly enough, so I saw the loot immediately. And boy, if it sounds like I'm losing my mind, it's because I never had a mind to begin with. Also, I'm just really enjoying this mod a lot. The story behind it is a little disappointing, but I also got one, which might as well be a significantly more powerful moonshot. I killed Silicon with ease using it, and while I was in the dungeon, I discovered that the Abysm and Dungeon were generated side by side, which meant I could get the fast burn debuff while still in the dungeon. The temple with the moon singularity also happened to spawn in the middle of the tunnel deeper into the dungeon, which meant I couldn't go any deeper without mining around the temple. So the generation is a bit broken, but I don't really need anything in the dungeon anyway. Back at home, I just got a modern
Yeah,
crafting station I can
for
use
low
without needing
base,
to use the
for
shiny successor.
for weapons that deal under 100 damage. Yeah, yeah, warning is probably the best, your best bet.
One is a lantern that you get from a treasure chest I initially missed on the temple grounds. Another magic part is dropped from the moon singularity, and another ingredient is the obsidian rose. Yes, you need an obsidian
Just go
rose
over
to
here.
boss summon. At the very least, it's not a consumable summon, but this is probably my biggest critique of the mod. Why are you making me farm an obsidian rose for a boss summon? When I finally got my hands on one, I summoned her for an awesome boss fight. But I want to skip over it real quick because one actually ran away near the end of the first fight. Be aware, bosses in this mod will run away to get you far away from them. Maybe not all of them, but several will. Let's summon her again. Now, when you summon her, this dialogue appears, and now this feels a little like an RPG. She spawns a bunch of projectiles because she's gone, so never stand next to her during this part. Now, this boss doesn't have
I'm
any
getting
magic
the
weapons actually in her space.
his
She'll melee
hands
attack,
first.
and she'll move around and dash at you while she's using it. She'll shoot sparkly projectiles that have
Everything
some
except the
lightning
healing
and summon little
and
minions that
the
will get out of hand really quickly if you co-deal with them. And she'll summon
health I.
scorpions, which are more dangerous,
And
but
if I can get
in
it,
that they naturally despawn after some time, or maybe I destroyed them
and
by
if I
littering. You can also summon a little ghost of yourself
second
that
phase
actually
head,
uses filter without
it's
noticing
on
that it's
second
there.
phase now.
Doesn't know what it does.
What?
The second phase, she'll teleport at you and then shoot these music balls
Just yep.
upwards that stop at a certain point and then produce the notes up and down. So you have to get up and over these walls in a way before even those go up will also be stuck in confined quarters. You also shoot some star-looking projectiles with a little star of the show for your sky beam. So I wonder what this is.
Hmm.
Games are running straight lines from A to B. It takes a lot for a game like mod in this case to make me curious, let alone curious enough to walk into a match of Flag Team. That's the best endorsement I can give this mod. I took it down on another turn-based fight to explore the
I guess
it's basically one of
I'm
those
getting better.
nuclear melee weapons.
Dungeon.
Manaless mage weapon or emeralist ranger weapon. It's cool though, but not actually particularly stronger than anything I already have. I feel more fresh stories where they destroyed demon altars, mines the hardwood ores, but there isn't much more mod act. There are a few things, but as I mentioned earlier, this is primarily a free hardwood mod. But there are at least two more bosses I have yet to fight. One of them is an early free hardwood boss that can only be summoned during a blue moon. But I didn't get one of those, and the other boss is just at the front.
Just flicks out.
No idea what this thing's up to. I did lost. I figured I'd look into crafting some added hardwood weapons. And I came across this sword that looks super cool, although it does seem that it's actually a free hardwood weapon. The utility is broken. It has
Oh!
really high range. Oh, sorry, setting my other shot. So I decided to hold on to it. There was another sword that shoots water samples, but I think it was also a free hardwood weapon. There was another free hardwood gun.
Best attempt yet. Second phase. I'm gonna test out the Minecraft now.
Although some of the lighting textures do have sharpness. At long last, I got a blood moon, and the boss is summoned by killing a blood cyst, and these things are pretty easy to find. I'm definitely overgeared for this fight, and it's actually not the most fancy boss in the world. I'll let you discover this one on your own, though. It's got a certain secret that will definitely confuse you on the first go. I spent quite a long time after that trying to figure out what a steel eye is. And after a while, I broke down and checked to see if there was a wiki somewhere, and by some miracle, I found something. And I discovered the steel eye is actually an accessory sold by the NPC I can apparently merit. I could have had this thing forever ago. I just didn't check all the things because I got distracted. That kind of annoys me, so I have it now. So let's see what happens when I interact with the shrine now. A text box appears, the boss jump scares me, and then the boss one-shots me in 30 seconds. Also turns out this boss is a 2-for-1, and it's not nearly as simple as the twin. In order to fight it, I have to be inside this confined area, and one boss charges in circles, while another hops around shooting things seemingly at random. Oh, I should also mention what the skill actually does. It makes you invincible for the duration of the dash it gives you. It doesn't let you attack while dashing, so that helps balance it out, but actually the new sword I have kind of breaks this rule somehow, so I can't attack while also being invincible. This boss was really more difficult than any of the bosses, but part of that is just how some of the mechanics work. For one, the big head body can one-shot you if you're not constantly dodging around. But it also drops little flares that only do one damage but knock you back, and thus you have to ensure you're flying over or hovering over the ground in the whole time. The other part of the boss is this lady hops around and does over 100 damage on contact, and also shoots walls of projectiles. This is what you need to steal out for primarily, since you can't dodge this without
Oh my,
using that
stop talking.
the problem is, after a couple of fights, the dodge stopped working. I tested it over and over again, removed my shield as a do everything I could think of, and it simply didn't work anymore. And this wasn't a case of me doing again. It actually just didn't work. I was about to give up, but then I remembered this
Ain't no way I'm about to just do this.
sure enough, it did. And you said you could have done the same thing, but
Well,
I made the upgrade instead. I basically already said everything that this boss knew.
well, I'll give you all an update. Okay, update. I'm able. I think it is possible. We got so far. I have not died. Oh, why don't you look at that? It's down to 2,500 health. And it's gone. I think it is possible to be Golem in Fragile Mode. That's how big of a joke Golem is.